What up? Okay, so today my goal is to add back the floor in the game engine. I think I have it figured out, but I do want to add it with PBR. So I got like a wood texture and a brick texture. So I'm gonna test those, try to get that working. Before that, my hand was blocking the camera. Before that, I'm gonna walk to the coffee shop, work on it a little bit there, and we'll see what happens. And thank you for the nice comments.
Okay, so I'm just showing off my new shoes. I was very excited. They're Hoka's. All the running girlies on YouTube told me to buy them. So here I'm just at the coffee shop, honestly struggling to figure out this whole like flooring thing, as you can see quickly. I got the vertices messed up, so what I had to do was create a second pipeline state, which is what I had before, but I had gotten rid of the multiple pipeline states, basically to match the vertices for the floor and the models. They had different vertices. So, well, the weird thing is when I did like put a breakpoint and look at them, it looked like the vertex layout was the same, but I guess it wasn't. So things were not working. So instead, what I did is I did multiple pipeline states, one for the floor, one for 3D models. Later on, I ended up just putting the pipeline state on the model struct themselves, but here I think I put it on the game scene, which was honestly kind of silly, but it worked for the moment. Worked-ish. Yeah, as you can see, I'm still very much struggling to figure this out. Lots of breakpoints. But eventually I do figure it out after I just do the multiple pipeline states. I was against it because I was hoping I could just use one, but it doesn't seem super realistic for multiple different kinds of models. So once I got that, I had it working, but I noticed that the texture was a little bit slanted, so there was an issue with my rotations basically. And then another issue is, as you can see, I know it's super fast motion, but sometimes the lighting would get all messed up. Okay, it is the next day. I've made a little progress on re-adding the floor, but I'm noticing that I'm having issues with rotating it. So the texture on the floor looks fine until I rotate it to be in the position of a floor. So what I'm doing right now, so I believe it's an issue with my rotation vectors, matrices, and just it's like not lining up with the texture coordinates. So what I started doing is actually looking into quaternions for rotating instead of using matrices. It's a little bit more complex of a solution, but it has like less edge cases. Like you can't have the issue of gimbal lock, which is where you lose an angle of rotation when two axes are lined up. So researching that, I hear it is very hard to understand quaternions, but it's not super hard to use them. So we'll see. But before that, I'm actually working out with my friend Julius. He's on his way. You've heard that ding from my computer. That's him. We are probably gonna go for a run, do a little boxing, maybe some knees over toes, maybe even lift. We'll see what happens. But I will check in a little bit later today after I'm done working out. Okay, so I got nothing done yesterday after working out with my friend. But today I am going to go for a walk to the coffee shop and try to read the chapter in this game engine development book on quaternions. Hopefully that will give me some kind of I can't stop looking at that hair peeking out. Get in there. I'll fix that after. Yeah, I want to read that, see if I can figure out how to implement that in my engine, and hopefully that will get rid of all my rotational issues. So pray for me, wish me luck. Thank you for watching. Prayers up. 1 like equals 1 pray. Okay, I'm actually walking home because that actually was easier than I thought it was. Got it pretty much working. There's a little bug with the lighting, but besides that, we're sitting pretty. I'll show what I got done when I get home. I actually made a ton of progress in the last day or two. I think last time I filmed was 2 days ago. There's a big rainbow outside of my window. I wonder if I could catch that on film. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? But anyway, right now I implemented, I put back the floor. I implemented PBR on the floor. I also added a skybox, and my goal next is to implement image-based lighting. So that's when you calculate the lighting from the actual skybox, so what is reflected onto your objects. So I am gonna work on that soon, but I'm just gonna go ahead and switch over to my computer and show y'all what I got. I will go ahead and just run the project to show you what I got going. So we got a plate of pancakes on the floor, blueberries spilling out. And as you can see, the floor is like a wood texture. I have it going for quite some way. I have one light coming down. It's fairly bright. As you can see, there's a reflection that kind of follows the camera. And then up there is the skybox. As you can see, the sun's up there. Actually, let me make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, so that's just an image. It's just basically how it works is just there's 6 images. They all connect seamlessly, and then you render a cube, and you just look at it from the inside. That's why it's called a skybox. I never knew that until just now, but yes, that is why it's called a skybox, because it's literally a box. So yeah, that's what we got here. I can go through a little bit of the code. So last I was working on it, I was using a different algorithm for calculating the PBR lighting. I was using the one from Kodaco, and it was kind of giving me this weird bug where if I stood in certain places, it would turn white. The floor would turn white, and also the pancakes too, a little bit. So I switched over the algorithm to one from OpenGL.com, and that one seems to work perfectly. The only thing that I found a little weird about it is that it seems like things are a little bit more shiny than they should be. So if I switch the, oh no, what did I just dragged something. Okay, so if we switch this to a brick texture, so I believe I called it broken brick. Yeah, the bricks look kind of glossy and shiny, which was not happening before. They looked more rough. So yeah, they kind of look wet. Also, yeah, all my models look a little bit more glossy than they did before. I'm guessing it's something to do with the metallic, but at the moment I'm not super keen on troubleshooting that. I will at some point, but I've noticed that in games where it does kind of look, everything has like this kind of glossy sheen. I'm not 100% sure why. My guess is because this doesn't have a metallic texture, but the pancakes do have a metallic texture, so I'm not really sure why they seem more glossy. Could just be the nature of that, of the what's it called? The algorithm, the nature of the algorithm. So hopefully that's all it is. But it's something I can look into. Yeah, so basically, and then for the skybox, I'm actually using a different set of shaders that all they do is, so basically I render a cube, and then I set the textures using a cube texture. So it adds those 6 textures to each side of the cube, and then I pass in the transforms just like before, except that I hard code the 3rd column of the view matrix to always be the same. That is basically so as you're moving around, the skybox doesn't rotate with everything else. So I only do that if the model is a skybox, and then I just pass the transformations as normal, and then it grabs those, it multiplies the projection and view matrices by the position, and passes the position to the texture coordinates, and then and then it just renders that texture, and that's really it. It's very simple, very easy to render a skybox. The hard part is actually using it for lighting. So that's the next step. But at the moment, I'm pretty happy with where I am. Yeah, I can't complain. I did a little refactoring as well. Each model holds its own pipeline state now. That way, when it comes to rendering, instead of having a switch statement, which I had before to set the pipeline state, I just set it in there, each model's render call. So each model sets its own pipeline state, and then that's how it knows what vertexes are being sent, and then it just renders it. Yeah, it's just setting that in the init. Outside of that, not a whole lot new. Yeah. Okay, so if my audio is desynced or was desynced before, it's because I'm doing a new setup. I hope it's working now. If it's not working, I don't know. Complain in the comments, as some people like to do. I'm just kidding. I love all the comments. Please keep leaving them. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got for this video. I am going to work on image-based lighting, and I am probably going to be running more. As I said before, focusing on boxing and running more so than lifting. I only lifted once last week. I can't remember the last time I was like not like super sick and only lifted once. Like I've never worked out. I worked out 5 times last week, but maybe 6 times and only lifted once. I don't know what has gotten into me. It's so weird because I normally hate running. I don't know why I like it now. It's weird. It's who knows. Anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a silly comment. Thank you. Bye.